Hey guys, you probably saw the title of this video and you're interested in learning more about reverse dieting, what it does, who it's good for, and how you can get started on a reverse diet journey. If this is something you're interested in, make sure to keep on listening. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you're old, thank you so much for coming back to yet another one of my videos here on YouTube. I mentioned on my Instagram how I was going to be pumping out some more content for you guys, and I wanted to add some more science-based content as well. Today's video is going to be on reverse dieting and the reason why people do it, why you should do it, how it's beneficial, and how you can get started on it. I have been taking some notes for this video, so I'm going to go over all of that stuff with you so that you can be more educated and feel more prepared. Something that's pretty much common within the fitness industry is that reverse dieting is actually a scientific term, and it's not. It's a bro term that bodybuilders or people in the fitness industry go and end up using after people have a heavy period of caloric restriction where you're going to be in a deficit and you may have done that for a long period of time, and now you want to get back to a maintenance caloric intake or even a surplus. So whatever your goal is, that's usually what it refers to. It might also just mean getting back into a normal and healthy lifestyle, because caloric restrictions are not something that you can maintain for life at all. You're never always going to be in a caloric restriction, and if you are, you might want to seek out a little bit of reverse dieting in your lifestyle. So when looking at a reverse diet, a lot of people are wondering, who is a reverse diet good for? Is it good for me? How do I know? What are some indicators? Reverse dieting is for someone, like I just mentioned, who is in a caloric deficit for a long period of time, who is going to be looking at taking that next step in their journey to get back to a maintenance caloric intake, or like I said, even a surplus if you're trying to get stronger or whatever the case may be. Another reason people go and do some reverse dieting is in between a weight loss journey, when they hit a plateau that they've been at for a while and they're kind of like, I'm not losing weight, I'm already eating so little, what can I do? And that's where reverse dieting comes into play. Like working on reverse dieting with clients who have been on longer weight loss journeys where I've had them in a caloric deficit and we hit this plateau, but I'm really not willing to push them any lower into the caloric deficit, just because in all honesty, at a certain point, your body really does need to fuel, and you're going to be compromising your energy, your happiness, your mood, etc. That's why you can go into this reverse diet and then you're going to be able to drop your calories again and hopefully see some weight loss. You drop back into a deficit again. You might be wondering, hey Kirsten, what is a plateau? So a plateau is pretty much a point in your journey where you are no longer seeing results. You're not seeing the scale move. Your clothes aren't fitting different. It's just where you've kind of maybe been losing, and then you're starting to even out on the field. So that means it's been a few weeks, a few months, and you're just like, I'm not seeing any progress, and I'm working hard, and I haven't changed anything, and I've been following the same routine. You can know a reverse diet is a time when maybe that happens to you, if it does. Next thing I wanted to run over for you is, how do you get into a reverse diet, and how do you start on that part of your journey? Reverse dieting is basically by making small caloric increments into your diet and your nutrition. Reverse dieting is pretty much taking small calculated increments and going higher and increasing your caloric intake every single week. So that means for the first week, you might be increasing your calories by 50 calories. Next week, it might be 100, or you might stay at 50 for 3 weeks. It's really just dependent on how your body is responding to that caloric increase and what your goals are by doing this reverse dieting. By making these small calculated increases in your calories, you're going to be able to do something that's called, when you are increasing your calories and you're deciding that you do want to reverse diet, making small calculated increases to your calories metabolism is often able to adapt to the increase with an uptick in metabolic output and thermogenesis. Thermogenesis is the production of heat within the human body. It's basically going to be able to increase that amount of temperature that you might be normally holding. When looking at literature, I'll link everything down below from where I read these types of things. You should be increasing your calories anywhere from 2,500 calories a week, dependent on how long you've been into deficit, what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, and really how your body responds to the whole process. This caloric increase should be anywhere from 4 to 10 weeks, and you don't have to increase every single week. You could just be in more of a caloric increase than you were in your deficit and maintain that for 4 to 10 weeks. Some studies have shown that by doing this, it may be able to boost your metabolism and help your body burn more through NEAT. NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So this happens when you're not doing any activities. This is not in regards to your training. This is really just in regards to your daily life. This could be walking to work or typing on the computer, but it doesn't have anything to do with the calories that are burned in the gym or with planned exercise. Reverse dieting can also do something by normalizing your hormones in your human body. One of the hormones that it likes to normalize is leptin, which is known to regulate weight loss as well as appetite. Leptin is kind of cool because it is produced and excreted by the cells in our body. When I say cells, fat cells specifically, that happens when the leptin levels falls. So pretty much leptin's an interesting thing because it controls your hunger, and if you have that normalized, you're going to be able to normalize your hunger a little bit better, and it may even help you to lose weight after a caloric restriction. If you didn't know, I went on a fitness journey. I lost 100 pounds in a year, and I didn't really have anyone to guide me. I didn't have any education. I had really shitty coaches who put me through really shitty times and really harmed my body, and I wish I knew about reverse dieting, and I wish there was a video like this telling me that reverse dieting is good. So at that time in my life, I could do it, and maybe I'd be a little bit in a different position than I am today. But I'm able to kind of take the knowledge that I have now and educate all of you with it, and hope that you guys are able to utilize it in your journey. Remember, eating at maintenance or in a little bit of a surplus is not going to kill you, and it's actually good for our body. Our body knows where we want to sit and knows what we want to eat. So just keep that in mind, that when you're in a caloric deficit, try not to be in there for too long, and just try to maybe give a try to reverse dieting, and make sure you really calculate it out and you plan it out, or have someone who knows how to reverse you and plan that out to kind of take the guesswork out of it. If you're interested in joining my online coaching for weight loss or strength, I'm going to be linking that down below. My website is kzeefitness.com. I have all my programs on there, ebooks, everything is there. And I look forward to working with some of you into the new year, because this is the time where so many new people start their journeys, and it makes me so beyond happy. So take a hold of the motivation. Don't let it go. Keep it and grind it out and make it happen. If you guys learned something from this video, remember, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I love you guys so much. You're amazing. Stay tuned for next week's episode.